to this week's Table Talk with your host, Diamond and Silk. Silk, oh my God, you all, it has been 2 weeks. Yes. And we have not seen you guys in 2 weeks.
It's been 2 weeks.
We have been gone away from the set.
Yes.
And now we are back. There is nothing, honey, it ain't nothing more better than to be in your own home, in your own zone, doing what you do.
There's no place like home.
And we miss y'all. Yes. Now listen, you all, so I know they want to know the rundown. Where have we been?
Where have we been?
Well, let me give you the rundown.
Yes.
Now, 2 weeks ago, you all, in case you didn't hear it in the news, there was a church, a black church in the Charlotte, North Carolina area that endorsed Donald Trump. And they were able to endorse him because they're not tied to a 501c.
Right.
Whatever that is. They're not tied to that, so they were able to endorse him.
That's right.
So they gave him a full endorsement. And, you know, Diamond and Silk had to be there for that moment. It
it was amazing.
That's when Silk gonna break out with a song, I Don't Feel No Ways Tired. So y'all may want to tweet it to Hillary. That's how you sing it, girl.
That's right. And you know what? That song was fit for the moment.
It really was.
It was so fit for the moment. And you know, because we've come too far from where we started from. Nobody told us that the road would be easy.
We didn't know this was this race was didn't nobody tell us that the road would be easy. Didn't nobody ever tell us this was going to be easy. This here, running this here political race.
That's right. And I don't believe.
He didn't bring us this far
Not this far to leave us.
Not to leave us,
honey,
you all.
It was amazing. It was powerful.
Yes.
The energy in there was beautiful. It felt like flowers was blossoming into something different.
Yes. There were Laura Trump was there.
Yes.
Lynn Patton. Omarosa preached the word.
Oh, yes. She did a wonderful job.
Loaves of bread.
Yes.
Katrina Pearson. No, she wasn't there. Katrina Pearson was not there at that one.
Oh, not at
she
the
was
church,
not at the church,
but at
she
the
was
other event.
Events.
Yes, I'm sorry. Yes.
It's somebody else that seemed like I'm missing.
Pastor Burns.
Pastor Mark Burns. He was there. Hey, Pastor Mark Burns.
Pastor Mark Burns.
Yes, you all. And then you all, we were also able to campaign in the state. So we went to different areas to campaign, and it was phenomenal.
It was amazing. We went to of course, Charlotte, Winston-Salem, Raleigh, just traveling all around North Carolina, just visiting with people. I would call that the grassroots.
Absolutely. And we have to do grassroots now.
Yes.
When you see that the media, how they beat up on Donald Trump, everyone is against him.
Right.
Now we have to do the grassroots. We have to get out there in the trenches and talking to people and listening to their concerns.
Yes.
You all got to learn how to have faith.
Yes.
Now I know, and I'm not trying to preach.
Well, we ain't trying to preach.
But I know that the Bible says faith is the substance of things hoped for and the evidence of things not seen. But Diamond and Silk say this here. With faith means feel as if the thing has already happened.
That's right.
And so when your faith is starting to waver, what you need to do is start feeling as if it's happened. Imagine you see Donald Trump, the 45th president of the United States.
That's
Donald J. Trump.
Yes.
You have to see it in order to believe it.
Yes.
You have to see it before you see it. In order
to see it, you have to see it before you see it.
That's right. You got to see this here. And so we've been, we listen to your concerns. We see your emails.
Yes.
Listen, you all, we have faith to the end.
Yes. And keep in mind that faith without works is dead.
That's
that means we all have to work our faith. That means getting out in the trenches. That means telling the story. We all know what Donald Trump stands for.
Right.
We already know that, right?
Right.
It's already been delivered. That's why we're on the Trump train, and that's why we're voting for Donald J. Trump, right? So now it's up to us to take that back to the different communities.
That's right.
To let them know what's going on and how Donald Trump as president would benefit you.
Right.
That is up to us to do that.
Right.
You know, I came across a message that basically was like, I sent Donald Trump a message to tell him to calm it down. And I'm like, don't send him that. What we got to do, we already know what his stance is.
Right.
We got to be the one to go out and spend. Right. This man got everything, a doggone bathtub, a doggone sink, doors, closet, cars.
Everybody throwing it at him.
Everybody is throwing it at him.
So if you on the Trump train, that's just like he driving the train, but you complaining on the train.
Right.
And how is that going to help him with you complaining? What you do is you calm yourself down and you have faith and you continue to educate people and let them know, look, this is what his policies is. And it works for everybody.
So as they get on the Trump train, you educate them, not go to him where you need to do this, you need to do that. He already done did what is necessary.
That's right.
And the reason why I say that is because he beat 17.
He beat 17 people. Yes, he did.
And he's the last man standing.
And he don't need to do nothing but continue what he's
to
doing.
Be himself.
I like a man that don't waver nor back down. That means you can't control him.
Exactly.
That means he's not going to be controlled by these super PACs and these big donors. He's not going to be controlled by these people. So he has to keep that same tone, you all.
That's right. And when you got these pundits that get on the TV that's supposed to be for Donald Trump, you're supposed to be loyal to Donald Trump to the very end.
Absolutely.
Not get on there and agree with these other people
that
mean our man no good. Whenever you do that, people seeing you. People see whenever you do that, and then they begin to waver. Look, we are loyal to this. We know who we need in office.
That's right. And everybody on the Trump train, you got to remain loyal, and you can't waver, nor do you need to back down. So after we finished campaigning for our state, you all, there were 2 rallies, one in Wilmington and one in Fayetteville. So we were able to go to those rallies and speak at both of those rallies, and both of them was phenomenal. I mean, phenomenal. Shout out to everybody in Wilmington that took plenty of pictures. We love y'all. And everybody in Fayetteville, they didn't even know we were showing up. And a lot of times we tell nobody that we are showing up. And we just pop up and bam, there we are. So shout out to all of you all and everybody that made that happen. Thank you so much. We love you all. And then when we left Fayetteville, we had to get up the next morning to fly out to Fort Lauderdale, Florida, where we did those 2 rallies. And those 2 were phenomenal. We was in Fort Lauderdale and Kissimmee, Florida, you all. So we had to speak at both of those rallies, and they were amazing. And I did not know that we were that famous in Florida. I did not know all those people know us like that. But I love you all, even to the couple that was hiding in the media section, waiting on us outside, and they thought we would have parked over there, and then our body man was taking us out that way. Just to take some pictures with us. Thank y'all so much. Thank you for just loving us and believing in what we're saying and just being on the Trump train and being behind our man Donald J. Trump.
So we got to remain energized, y'all. We have to remain loyal. We have to trust the process. No matter how it looks, we all have to trust the process.
That's right.
We know that between Donald Trump and crooked Hillary, Donald Trump has the better resume for what this country needs at this time.
And we keep in mind, resume. Crooked Hillary, you all, she can't even pass a background check. If either of us couldn't pass a background check, we wouldn't get the job. Why is she even a prospect for the job and she can't even pass the background check?
Girl, when we start talking about the Clinton Foundation, you know why. It's called Funnel and Tunnel.
Funnel and Tunnel. I like it, girl. I love it. They funneling and tunneling some money is what they're doing. And if in case y'all don't know, there's a video out, you all, with all of these Haitians, and one Haitian man, they upset with the Clintons on how they running things in Haiti. You all go check it out. It's on our Facebook page, Diamond and Silk.
That's right. You know what, Diamond?
Girl.
Now that we're talking about the Clinton Foundation.
Come on, girl.
You know, the Clinton Foundation failed to disclose 1,100 foreign donations.
Wait a minute, not $1,000, but this is they took in 1,000 and how much?
No, to disclose 1,100 foreign donations. That's 1,100 different donations from.
So 1,100
different donations. We don't know the total amount. And they didn't disclose that. So what they hiding?
How you know that really?
Look.
But I thought if you a foundation, you get that 501c. You're supposed to make sure of certain things.
Certain things that is supposed.
You know, it's time for the Clinton Foundation to be investigated. They need to be investigated. These people are the biggest crooks.
They some crooks and they know
what's
how
that
to
little
cook. They some crooks and they know how to cook the book.
Yes. What's that thing that you say?
I always say
ahead, girl.
That when Bill Clinton speaks, that means a deal has been made and the Clinton Foundation is about to get paid. That's just the naked truth, girl. It is some scandals going on in the Clinton Foundation. You know, how the hell you get rich as Secretary of State?
How did you get, that's what I can't figure out. How did you get rich? And you know what? I took, because I see black people.
Yeah.
And they always trying to debate us on why they think Crooked Hillary will be whatever, right?
Yeah.
So I had to Google, what have Hillary Clinton done for black people? Nothing comes up. Nothing come up. You all, Hillary Clinton hasn't done anything for black people.
Oh.
I don't want y'all to get it twisted.
Yes.
This lady has it on her bucket list to be president.
Yes.
She hasn't done nothing for black people, so I don't know why y'all voting for her.
No, But basically, all she did is rip the taxpayers off.
Yeah,
Rip
yes.
the taxpayers
She ain't never
off.
really held down a job.
ain't- no.
And everything she's touched, Watergate, Cattlegate, Benghazi Gate, Email Gate.
Yes.
That Clinton Foundation about to be a gate too.
That's right.
This girl gonna be behind prison gates.
Look, she's on her way with hitting all of these.
She gonna be
gates.
old as hell behind prison gates if she don't
prison
stop
gates
it.
because it's a lot of swindling that's going on, and it's not looking good. And the sad thing is that, you know, you're gonna have a lot of people that's gonna be voting for Mrs. Clinton, and it's their prerogative to do so. But we want to make sure that we educate you. At least when you know better, you're supposed to do better.
That's right.
So at least we can educate you and tell you what's going on, and then you be the judge to make the decision. Don't make the decision just because my mama did it.
Right.
Or my daddy said my mama.
Well, you know,
did it.
in fairness, when you're conditioned,
Yeah.
when you are conditioned, when you, just like, for example, when you go to church, you remember you used to be conditioned to go on Tuesdays and Thursdays.
That's right.
Tuesday was prayer, Thursday was Bible class.
That's right.
And you are conditioned to do certain things.
just that.
And when you condition, you
Yes.
don't know any better.
Yeah.
And so
Yeah.
that's why you have to educate
You
people.
have
and
to
let them know.
educate them to let them
One
know.
day we want to see a woman,
That's
but
right.
not a crook.
Not
and
a
Hillary
crook.
Clinton is a crook, you all.
That's right.
She ain't going to do nothing for
Nothing.
black Americans.
Nothing.
You all out there down there in Milwaukee hollering about the ghetto.
No.
You going to remain in the ghetto full with Hillary.
And keep in mind, it was the Democrats that wanted to extend slavery.
Absolutely.
It was the Republicans that stopped that, honey.
That's right.
So go ahead on and learn your history. And you know what, Diamond, is doggone media.
Oh, girl.
Girl.
You know, first of all, I heard CNN ratings have dropped all the way down
They're
behind
tainted.
MSNBC.
You know what? They're going to be lower than ours. Keep on seeing it.
Yeah. And see, that's because people, let me tell you something. People watch CNN, but you got people that's Democrats, independents, and Republicans pulling for Donald J. Trump. So when you sit from that morning to late that night when Don Lemon go off and think you're going to bash him, what happens is people just tune you out.
They tune you right
They will
out.
turn the channel.
I turn the channel.
Because we are video vloggers, and I know a lot of times I keep it on CNN to see what they saying, so I have some, okay, let me go ahead and get them straight.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
That's why.
Girl.
But honey, if you don't want to watch it, don't watch it. Just we're
I got to
informed.
turn it off
Yeah.
and turn to something else so that I can stay sane.
Oh
in the
yeah,
membrane.
it would listen
Because this
it
is
makes
like-
you so mad. And one thing he said the other night, he said, "I feel like I'm running against the media. It's not
Yes.
Hillary, it's the media."
Yes.
And he is right. Just like he gave his speech today.
Yes.
Was that foreign policy speech about how he's going to create, how he's going to get ISIS, how he's going to
get rid of
ISIS,
yes.
right? Okay. Why would you have crooked Hillary give a speech first,
Right.
and then Donald Trump is going to be giving his speech on how to get rid of ISIS?
Listen.
And you got Biden out there campaigning. And you know it's a sad day in America when you have the vice president campaigning with a crook. I mean, all of you
All of
crooked.
y'all are crooks.
And
All
if
of
you
them
ever
crooks.
want to know what's going on with the body of people, look at the head.
Look at the
if they
head.
allow a crook like Crooked Hillary to get
Exactly.
in there, everybody, the body of people going to be crooked.
But you know what? She gave her speech before Mr. Trump. I did not hear CNN come back and take and dismantle her
Oh, no,
speech.
they never dismantled her.
I
And
didn't
in
hear
case
them
you
say
don't
that.
know CNN, that's exactly what we're talking about.
That's right.
We're talking about there is bias.
There's bias.
Because you didn't take Hillary Clinton, you didn't take her speech
No.
and break it all the way
No, you
down.
did not.
But you damn sure took
Did
Donald
not.
Trump
That's right.
and break all of his stuff
That's
down.
right.
And his stuff to me makes sense.
His stuff makes
Hillary Clinton has been a Secretary of State. Why the hell, if she got a plan,
Yes.
why haven't she used the damn plan by
Why?
now? Well, we got to let her ass get in office for her to lose the plan?
What?
And if we have to wait until she get in office
everybody got to understand, Donald Trump is speaking and saying what he's going to do.
Right.
It's the media that's taking and putting a negative spin on his words.
Taking them out of
context.
Taking
And
them out
then
of
when
context.
they broadcast it, you all start thinking that, oh, that's what Donald Trump said.
Right.
If he didn't say it
That's
like
right.
that or mean it like that, that's how they took and spin it.
You listen to words
Yes.
and sound bites
Yes.
instead of listen to what he's saying.
going on.
Yeah,
What's
I see
going
that. I
on.
see that.
And you know, 2 weeks ago, a week ago, they both gave their economic speech.
Mhm.
You know,
Right.
Donald Trump gave a phenomenal.
He
did a
did.
phenomenal job and gave a phenomenal speech. He basically talked about how he wanted to lower taxes for corporations, for businesses that would bring jobs back. And he also talked about letting families have a deduction of child care from their taxes.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Oh, girl, look, it was so.
Yeah, because what that means, Silk, is that if you have a baby, when you pay into child care,
Yes.
then they're going to give you a deduction at the end of the year
Exactly.
for the child care that you paid in,
Yes.
which will help working class people,
Yes.
middle class people, even the poor,
Even the poor.
Because now you don't have to wait, because that subsidies, listen, when
Oh.
they give you that subsidies, I heard that don't really take care of a child very well.
No.
But see, if people had good jobs,
Right.
then you can afford to pay for your own child care.
Childcare.
But what he's going to do, he's going to give you a deduction. Bam. So you get your
And a
money,
lot of
some of
times
your
the
money
child
back at
care,
the end.
they take and raise the prices now because of the subsidies. They take and the child care, the daycare center
Right.
does that so that they can try to make some money off of the system.
Right.
But if people were paying their cash money into for daycare at the end of the year, he wants you to get that money back.
right.
As a deduction.
Right.
What? And see, now child care is so high, it costs people more to take their child to child care versus what they're bringing home in their check.
Oh, yeah, okay.
So
right.
it would make no sense for them to even go to work.
Oh, wow.
That's-
well, then,
that's
now
a
that's
damn
personal
shame.
responsibility. But
Well,
see, you
it's
know what?
personal
Wait, hold
responsibility.
up. Let me not blame it on that.
No.
I'm going to put this on our good jobs being outsourced where people can't
over-
afford to do things
That's
like that.
right.
Yeah.
That's right. So it don't make sense. But what got me is whenever Hillary Clinton came back with her economic speech, and she claims that Mr. Trump child care will only benefit the rich. And in my mind, I'm like, okay, you know, the rich. Okay, don't the rich have nannies?
Rich people don't have to do all of that.
They have
How is
nannies.
that going to benefit the rich when rich can afford to send their child to child care? They have the nanny.
have the
Or they
nannies.
have an in-house nanny that can take
in-house-
care of their child. They're
Exactly.
not running them to no child
This
care.
is going to benefit the middle class and the poor.
Right. You know what? They don't
And
want
I'm like-
anything. She don't want nothing to benefit the middle class, girl.
Right. Right. Now she is opposing TPP. Hillary Clinton
But
is
she
saying
was
she's against
for
it.
it. Okay, you all. Now this is what we're talking
this is
about
the
when she's
switch.
a flip-flop.
The
She's a
switch.
liar.
Here's the
She
switch.
She's
Yeah.
like a switch and bait.
Yeah, that's right.
And she only do it whenever she's trying to take something.
Right.
She want to take the election. Let me
That's right.
switch and
Yes.
bait it.
This that short
Now,
circuiting.
yeah. Now, whenever they started talking about the TPP, she was for it. But now that people are
Yes.
not for it, and
Uh-huh.
everybody's complaining about it.
Uh-huh.
Now she's like, "Whoa, I'm not for it neither."
Yes.
This lady is the biggest liar that we've ever
Yeah.
seen in all the days of our life. She's a liar.
She's trying to play off of Donald Trump's talking point.
Yes.
Is what she's trying to do.
Because she had no point.
That's because
She
she
has
has
no points.
And that's why the media take and talk about Donald Trump. I think every segment is about Donald Trump.
Oh, absolutely.
Because they have nothing good to say about Hillary Clinton.
That's right.
Absolutely nothing.
Yeah.
This lady also says she wants to create jobs.
She's never created a job, you all. She has been in office and public service for almost 30, 40 years.
That's
It looked
right.
like, looking at her, looked like about 50, 60 years.
Yes.
She's never, ever
Never.
created not one job. But I can tell you what she did do.
What she do?
What she do to them people over there in Haiti.
Oh.
She didn't create no jobs for
No.
them. She ripped those people off
Ripped
over there in
them off.
Haiti.
People
And
still
she
living
ain't
in
never
Texas.
created a job here.
Yes.
And guess what, you all?
What?
She backed NAFTA. So while old Bill Clinton was running after the blue dress, she was running right behind Bill Clinton to
That's
back
right.
what he was doing. When he
Exactly.
should have been focusing on NAFTA.
NAFTA.
Because NAFTA is what hurt this country.
Yes.
All across the country.
Exactly.
When our manufacturing left, and
Right.
those manufacturing jobs were paying good money,
Good
where
money.
people can save. They can put
buy houses.
They can provide child care.
Yes.
Because I don't remember getting a subsidies from
Exactly.
I remember paying my fee
That's
to put my baby in child care. I remember that.
That's right.
Yeah.
And I'm like, she wants to create jobs for what? To sign different trade deals to send them overseas?
Right. But if you listen to her economic speech, she almost started sounding like Donald Trump. And that's because, see, listen, you all, people perish when the leader don't have any insight.
That's right.
She don't have. We gonna perish from the lack of knowledge. This lady do not have any insight. She don't have her own vision.
No.
When you don't have a vision, the people will perish.
That's right.
As the leader, she don't have a vision because what she's saying, I'm going to follow behind Obama's legacy.
That's
so that
right.
means you may have Alzheimer's, you don't have your own vision.
That's right.
Something's wrong with her.
Something's
you
wrong.
got that because you don't have your own vision.
Something is wrong.
Yeah.
And her track record speaks for itself.
Right.
Because President Barack Hussein Obama is from Chicago,
That's
Illinois.
right.
Hillary Clinton was born in Chicago, Illinois. Neither one has reached back to help their own city. Look
Not
at Chicago.
one. Not one
Look
time.
at Chicago.
Not one.
You got these two officials that was from and born right there in that city. And look at how Chicago, the crime rate.
If she get in, she still ain't gonna help her. She is a liar, you all.
Yes.
She is the most biggest liar we've ever seen in all the days of our life. And I can't believe y'all don't see this here. I cannot believe you all do not see this here. Crime is going to go up because you know why? She's a crook.
Yeah.
Everybody's going to start doing stuff crooked.
Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah.
And well, then when you look at what's happening there in Milwaukee, you know, you just take a look right there in Milwaukee.
It's so sad.
It's very sad, but you know, you got people that, what people is failing to realize is that people are angry.
People are angry. And you're never angry about what you think you're angry about.
Right.
You can get mad right now, but are you really angry about that? But what's deeper? What's
the
really
undercover?
something undercover?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. People are tired of living in poverty. People are tired of being hungry. People are tired of living in lack. But what people is failing to realize is you keep voting for the same system that got you there in the first place.
That keeps you there. That keeps you there.
Yes.
And what makes me angry is when I see black leaders.
Yes.
Or black people that have money.
Yes.
Telling poor black people to vote for Hillary Clinton.
Yes. Yes.
That's sad.
Yes.
That right there
She's
when I
gonna
see
do
you,
something.
She ain't gonna do absolutely
about
nothing.
doing nothing.
Google her. She ain't never done nothing for black
that's
people.
why she's taking all of this money from these different donors and lobbyists right now because she got to pay them back.
That's right. And whatever they won't
Yes.
push, and it may not have anything to do with your black
That's
behind.
right. That's right.
You still gonna be in the ghetto.
$48,500,000 hedge funds was given to Hillary Clinton. Only $19,000 was given to Donald Trump.
And I think he said he want to go ahead and get that
Give it
back. So
But
he
what
won't be
I'm trying to
controlled
say,
by anybody.
48,000,000.
That's a lot of money.
500,000. She got to pay those people back.
That's right.
With favors, with different things. Y'all need to listen up. When they get in office, they are not going to give a hoop about us, the American people.
That's right.
You have President Obama that has already cut from HBCU schools $85 million.
$85 million, you all.
Our black president has cut from our black schools
And didn't
$85 million.
And didn't care about you people in the ghetto.
That's right.
You people in Milwaukee burning down your communities. The same communities where black people have to work in.
Yes.
Oh, that's so sad, you all. So sad.
I guess your black life didn't matter.
I guess your black life. Well, see, you got to know you matter. If you knew you mattered,
matter.
you wouldn't burn down a job where one of your black brothers and sisters got to go to in the community. Listen, you all. We're not gonna solve this burning down communities. You gonna solve this by voting somebody that wants to bring you back opportunities. Want to bring you a good job.
Yes.
See, if you had a good job, there's no way.
No way.
If you had money coming in,
That's right.
I mean, good money coming in, you ain't gonna be out there in the streets because you're not gonna risk that.
That's right.
You're not gonna risk your money for foolishness.
You're not going to risk it for foolishness. But just imagine, Diamond, you know, whenever somebody gives you something,
Right.
they just give it to you, you really don't take care of it.
No.
You know, really, because they just gave it to you.
Right.
It's like, okay, you have no real emotional ties to it. But when you work for something,
When you work for it.
when you work hard for it,
when you work hard for it,
You
you're
take
not gonna,
care of it.
You're not going to want to destroy it.
You're not gonna wanna
And what's
do it.
happening is people are not given the opportunities to work hard for what
For
they
what they-
get.
that's right.
They're just given the crumbs,
Yes.
and that's why they can just go out there and
and
destroy
that's why
stuff.
it's so easy.
And you're not mad. It's not about that officer.
It's not about the
because that was a
officer.
black officer I heard that shot that boy.
That's
No.
right. That's right.
This is about people tired of living in poverty,
In poverty.
and impoverished areas.
Yes.
And then they look uptown, it's nice,
Yes.
but my neighborhood and my
It's-
community is nasty.
yes.
And nobody seems to care about my neighborhood and my hood. And then
Yes.
you got the families that's broken.
Yes.
Look at the fathers that's gone from a crime bill.
Yes.
That Bill Clinton signed into law.
Yes.
Now the homes are broken.
Yes.
So the daddies are gone. The daddies can't raise these
That's
boys.
right.
Where the daddies
Where the daddies at?
You see what
Locked
I'm saying?
up.
Yeah.
Yes.
So the whole thing.
Yes.
And then you all want to vote for
the
another
same
Clinton?
system?
Oh, this is crazy.
And then a lot of them don't even know how to channel their anger.
They don't know how to channel
so they
their
just go
anger.
and just go ballistic on everything. But you know, we had the opportunity to visit a Martin Luther King monument.
Yes,
You
yes,
know, we
yes.
had the opportunity to do that while we've been traveling or what have you. And you know, one thing that came to my mind, I just want to ask the question. You know, Martin Luther King had a dream.
That's right.
How long are we gonna stay stuck in his dream? When are we gonna wake up from his dream and fulfill the dream?
And fulfill the dream.
When are we gonna wake up from the dream? There's so many people still stuck in the dream.
But
and when
see-
I see a lot of them still going around here marching, the same stuff that happened back in Martin Luther King days is still happening today.
But-
and people still got that same mindset, Diamond.
But they got that same mindset because they're conditioned. And then you have the black leaders. See, black leaders are like, this is what I'm noticing.
Okay, we got to
You
take
got
it
these
there.
black leaders, and a lot of them, you got some of them that's rich.
Yes.
Huh?
Yes.
But they want people beneath you.
Beneath
because
them,
to
that's
have
right.
you beneath me, I can control
Control
you.
you.
But
That's
when you
right.
start coming up,
Yes.
bam, I can't tell you nothing that's
That's
going to
right.
keep you up under my wing.
Yes.
You got what I'm saying?
Yes.
It's time for black
Black
people
people
to
to
come
come
up. We do not. Why do we have to vote for a system that continues to control us? Why do we have to listen to people that wants to control
That's
us
right.
and tell us what to do? And then we've wasted 30 and 40 years with nothing.
With
I mean,
nothing.
I see people like this all
All
the
the
time.
time.
They have dreams and aspirations, but you got some kind of black leader,
Yes.
whether it's somebody in the community,
Yes.
even down to some of these pastors
Yes.
that keeps people stuck.
Yes.
And that irritates me or
Yes.
it bothers me so bad.
And the sad thing is that there are millions of dollars that is being poured into the black community. It's just not reaching the black community before it reaches somebody's pocketbook
right.
or somebody's bank account.
Right. Right. That's right.
$4 million was given to this black monument.
Oh, God, you all. I'm sorry, you all. It was a disaster.
It was a disaster. I'm like,
disaster.
well, where did the money go to?
If you give $4 million, there should be elevators.
It should be an elevator
handicap
for-
accessible.
yes.
Especially if you have handicapped people coming
Exactly.
here. And it's unexcusable.
It's unexcusable.
For that
It's
monument to be there
unacceptable.
for that many
Yes.
years,
Yes.
that place should be built up where if you handicap, everything is
Yes.
easy accessible
It's
to you.
easy and it's acceptable.
Yeah.
So it's time for everybody, all Americans, to wake up from the dream and start fulfilling the dream.
And start fulfilling reality.
Yes, fulfill it.
Yeah, yeah.
Fulfill it.
It's time for us to come up, you all.
Yes.
We done already overcame. Now
Yes.
it's time to come
Yeah, but
up.
stop saying we shall overcome.
We done already overcame.
Yeah.
We done already overcame.
That's right.
So now it's time for us to come up.
That's
and I
right.
think that we can come up under Donald Trump.
Well,
I know we can come up under Donald Trump.
we damn sure can't do it under Hillary
Oh,
Clinton.
hell no. She not
Because
gonna allow
she's
that.
already been in office. She's already had opportunities.
She's already had public
chances.
service. And how can you, the gall that she can sit her behind on TV
Yes.
or stand on the national platform and say what she's going to do. You had the opportunity as Secretary of State,
Secretary
as
of State.
Senator.
Yes.
You know, you promised those people in New York jobs that they never got.
They never
you
got.
are a liar.
Promised those people in Haiti.
Jobs that they never got. And a lot of those people still living in tents.
That's right.
Fooling with you in
Yes.
that Clinton Foundation.
Exactly. So to everybody, all Americans, we have to stand together. It's time to be loyal. We have to trust the process and know that this is going to work out without a shadow of
a doubt. That's right.
That's right.
You have to start doing that.
And we have to stand behind our man,
Donald J. Trump. And you all, we have to continue to educate.
Yes.
And I just want people to understand, because not only black people live in poverty, but we have white people that live in poverty.
That's right.
You have Hispanic and Asian people that live in poverty.
Lives in poverty.
So I need for you to understand that when you're thinking about voting, just look at everything.
Look at
Look at how you continue to vote. You voted for this system for 8 years.
8 years.
And you're still in poverty. I'm not saying vote Democrat. I'm not saying vote Republican. I'm saying vote Trump.
That's
How about
right.
that?
Vote Trump.
I'm saying vote Trump.
That's right.
I'm telling you to vote for Donald Trump because he is prosperous.
Yes.
And I see prosperity.
Yes.
And listen, I always say it. If you ever want to know what's going on with the body, check the head,
Check
baby.
the head.
When the head is well.
That's right.
When the head is prosperous. When the head is successful. Bam. It flows to the body. And when you start thinking prosperity, you become prosperous.
In every aspect
of your life. That's how this here, what you think you are, what you think, to your head, to your feet. It's what you think.
Exactly.
The head, baby. We want the head prosperous. I don't want another broke president. I don't want another broke president. Because he got the whole body of people broken in poverty. He didn't even see a need. Wait a minute. Let me reach back to my community. And help them. You didn't even see a need of that. And you all, what I love is that, you know, Donald Trump is not ashamed to say, I'm going to be the best president for African American people.
That's right.
We've never heard Obama say that.
That's right.
We've never heard him say he won't mention African Americans. He won't mention us like that.
No.
Okay, that's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Silk Girl, what else
you know, we
girl?
got our new series.
Okay, what new?
Called Busted.
Okay, well listen, this here week's Busted is being brought to you by In Political Correctness. Get your Political Correctness t-shirt at diamondandsilkstore.com.
That's right.
We got to end this political correctness.
To
Yes, girl.
Well,
okay, what's coming up, girl?
Well,
Who's
you
busted?
know what? Okay.
Girl,
so
what?
This is, I know we got some Bernie Sanders supporters out there.
Hey, Bernie Sanders supporters that's on the Trump train.
Some Bernie Sanders supporters. But girl, I heard that he just bought him a third house. For $600,000.
$600,000.
Yeah. And you know they had already collected $185 million for his campaign.
Ooh. So they gave him a kickback.
I wonder, is this the kickback petty wet?
Somebody was giving a bone.
They gave another bone. And this is
what we're talking about.
Yeah. And I guess those $27 donations really added up.
So now he done bought him a third house.
Yes. We see that. Bernie.
Bernie. He done burned everybody. And now he's feeling the burn. He's sitting back chilling with the burn. He got him a house out of this deal.
I wondered, did anybody that was voting for Bernie that live in Milwaukee call him?
Yeah, that's right. If you need money in Milwaukee, call Bernie and maybe see if Bernie can send you some, because he done got a kickback pathway. I'm going to tell you, anybody that tell you to vote for Hillary Clinton, you need to pick up the phone and call them if you need some money in Milwaukee.
That's right.
You need some money? Yes. Anybody that's telling you to vote for Hillary Clinton, call them and let them know that you're in need.
You're in need.
Because they don't want you to vote for a system that don't care about your needs and keep handing you crumbs.
Exactly.
Yes. Okay, well, thank you for that busted information.
Now,
Silk, girl, this week, who goes into this week bowl of stupid?
The whole damn system.
The whole damn system go in. The whole damn system. I love it, girl.
Yes.
Now, why do the system go in it?
Because it's flawed.
You
got Hillary Clinton that have all of these email scandals that's coming out. WikiLeaks just leaking them all out. And do you know, and if she would not have held her classified emails on her personal server, do you know we wouldn't be talking about emails right now?
Well, that's because she's incompetent.
Yes.
And for her to have been in office all of these years and you didn't know no better than that, and you think that we want you to run our country?
That's right.
Girl, please, you have everything else leaking out. You have all of our information. Somewhere she'll have all of our information in a little file box. Somebody can just come and she'll have it where it's paper, where somebody can just get it and take it. Yeah, and she's silly.
Careless.
She's silly.
Incompetent. Reckless.
That's what she is. And that's why we don't need her leading this country.
That's why it's with the system. What the system is like.
The system is so big, the bowl can't even hold it, y'all. The bowl can't even hold it.
That's right.
Okay, well, listen, this has been a good table talk.
Yes.
Don't forget to like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, Instagram, Periscope. Girl, we are on all of these social media platforms.
Yes,
we may
are.
even pop up sometime at Facebook Live. So
That's
keep
right.
on the lookout for that, you all. Also, visit the Diamond and Silk store, diamondandsilkstore.com, you all. And make sure you go in there and purchase one of our In Political Correctness t-shirts.
Yes.
And we have all kind of other little goodies in there.
Our Women United for Trump.
We haven't forgot about the Women United
That's
for Trump.
right.
And
We
it's
have
still
those
on full
t-shirts.
fledged. We still have those t-shirts.
That's right.
Go to diamondandsilkstore.com.
Yes.
Now, you all know that we are on the Trump train. But don't forget about that prayer chain that we do every day, all, at 11:21 Eastern Standard Time, praying for our future President of the United States.
And that's 11:21 a.m. Eastern Standard.
Donald J. Trump, praying for his family, praying for our family, and praying for our country, you all.
Yes.
Because this is a serious election. And listen, if we don't vote right, baby, we are going to get left again. And we are determined that we're not going to get left. Because we're going to vote right. We're going to vote for Donald Trump.
We voting Trump.
Yes.
That's right.
All right, y'all. So, in the meantime, and in between time, you all have a lovely rest of your week. And we'll see you all next week right here on Table Talk. Good day.